Ross Marble. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hi, you disappeared before I had a chance to tell you. That was an $18,000 smile you had on tonight. Never complain about my salary again. Why don't you call me when you get finished with that Chamber of Commerce thing? Or maybe I'll try your office. Maybe we can have dinner? I promise I'll keep buttoned up. Oh, one more thing, future Senator Marlar. I love you madly.
Tell me I didn't hear what I think I just heard.
You're positively rosy from all that adulation at the country club, or is that the faintest of blushes I see?
I've been expecting this, Roger.
And I've been expecting you might. How finely tuned we are to each other, like twins separated at birth.
Unfortunately, I'll have to defer the pleasure. The Chamber of Commerce is waiting for me.
Oh, Ross, the polls have you so far ahead you could sit out the rest of the campaign in Jamaica. Besides, a speech like this, why don't you just call and have them sing Kumbaya to each other? It'll have roughly the same effect.
You seem to be having trouble getting to the point, so allow me. If you are bent on peddling those semi-pornographic photographs of your daughter and me, so be it. I can't do anything about it. I have nothing to trade, or rather nothing I'm willing to.
Ross the Lion-Hearted, shocking as it may seem, you have nothing I want. I'll return those photographs to you, no questions asked. Well, maybe just one.
What lead story are we running tonight?
The candidates dueling fundraisers. We had crews at both.
Great. I need 2 minutes at the top. We are going to drop a campaign bombshell.
Isn't she lovely?
So, you're sleeping with Ross Wallace. Don't you get starch
I mean it. Shut up. Do you want me to start talking in my sleep? He's still the DA.
There's no need to get ugly about it. You're doing this for Roger, right?
Is there anybody else you'd like to insult while you're at it?
I am completely behind you on this. It's not working very well, though, is it?
What?
Well, Ross is way out in front in the polls. I mean, that's why I came down here to protect Spaulding's interest. Or do Roger and Flynn have some kind of October surprise night?
Oh, you are so far off base.
Why are you acting like I'm putting you down? Look, Blake, I need for you to find out something for me, too. I need to know what Ross is planning on doing with Nick McHenry. I mean, I would have gotten down here...
No, I don't work for anybody else but Ross.
Then why are you sleeping with him? I mean, I thought that you had this Mr. Wonderful in your life right now.
You'd be such a jerk sometimes, you know that?
Mr. Wonderful is Ross?
I know, and how could anybody but Mel Gibson hold my interest after you?
No, Ross is a great guy. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just thought that we were talking about somebody else.
Doesn't matter. Think whatever you want. It's not going to matter in a week.
Why is that?
Because I think I'm losing him.
It is not going to happen.
What's not going to happen?
I am not going to be your Washington, D.C. errand boy, your next Leo Flynn. Never, Roger.
I see. You think I have designs on your integrity. Suppress the photos in return for your senatorial favors. How diabolical of me.
Actually, you're rather quaint. A throwback to those greedy empire builders of 150 years ago when this country was young and so was graft. But robber barons, Roger, they've gone the way of the buffalo.
Yeah, now they're federally protected by the likes of you.
You certainly won't be one of them. Once I'm in Washington, that waterfront monument to yourself, it's going to become the world's largest coffee table knickknack.
Yeah, that's pretty big talk for a guy who could have back out chasing ambulances tomorrow.
If I lose this election, there's always another one. Even Nixon didn't wear sackcloth and ashes forever.
Oh, come on. By the next election, you'll be Ross who? You're not interested in the next election. You want it now.
Not enough to lick your boots.
What a puny heart you have. What a puny life you lead.
Puny, meaning not being a millionaire?
The measure of a man is not what he has, but what he covets. The Senate, even the presidency, those are the aspirations of a fool. But how would you know that? You've hardly lived. Your life's journey has taken you where? From Chicago to here? Die a couple of times, it might make a man out of you. It did me. You familiar with King Lear?
Between Chicago and here, I went to a couple of universities, yes.
See, I don't have the benefit of your privileged education. It's not just a story to me. Kingdom upon kingdom lost, his armies defected, his riches despoiled, driven to madness, driven to hell and back, even driven to death for a daughter's love. Small thing Nowhere written in his chancellor's books. Small thing. But its absence an immeasurable abyss. If you live to be 200, you won't see what I've seen. You won't have what I've had and lost. Only dumb luck could have placed everything I live for within your reach. So my question to you is, do you love her enough to take her away from me?
Where did you get those?
Is that all you can say?
They look like Blake.
It's my baby. Isn't she lovely?
Holly, these could be fakes. They could be composites.
Don't worry, I didn't buy them from some shady hooligan, if that's what you're wondering. In fact, I could have taken them myself the morning I dropped in on them. You don't look too shocked. Actually, I'm surprised more people didn't suspect. It was hair-raisingly obvious to me.
Holly, I am shocked, but not at these.
Your disapproval is duly noted.
Holly, have you thought about this?
For weeks, day and night.
Look, you would never let us put this kind of trash on the air before.
Maybe it's about time we jumped back into the mainstream. Now, I think these 4 are probably most suitable for family viewing. Why don't you take them down to the editing room and transfer them to videotape,
I can't
please?
do anything like that without Roger's approval.
You can if you value your job, and I know you do. In fact, I'm not sure you don't have your eye on mine. Now, I appreciate your righteous indignation, but mine comes first. You will make sure nothing happens to them, won't you?
Clumsy of you.
So does he know that you love him?
You just heard me tell him.
And he's still playing this back alley thing with you?
Well, that was my idea, at least at first.
Like, that's not a very good idea. It's better to have somebody love you than have them run for the stupid Senate.
Or have somebody else love you. At least that was your motto with me.
Like, we were too much alike, that's all.
Please, don't add insult to injury. Why are you just my favorite ex-husband?
Thank you very much. I'm very flattered.
I know so few people who are less well-adjusted than I am.
Well, I'm about to graduate from the League of the Maladjusted. I'm going to be so upright and decent that they're going to make statues to me when I die. People will walk by and they'll say, you know, he started life out as a weasel, but love turned him around.
So when do we leave this weasel phase?
Soon.
Good evening.